I had kids too late in life, I think. And I didn't take good care of myself. I'm a shitty, unhealthy father. And I think that's unfair. And I wish I'd taken care of myself when I was younger for their sake. It's another thing young people do. They don't look ahead. They don't think about the future. There's a view of the future that changes as you grow up. Like 20-year-olds have no idea what's going to happen to them. They're mystified by 30. What's it going to be like when I'm 30? Maybe I'll be a space person helper. They don't have any idea that when you fuck with your body, you're ruining the parent that you're going to be. If you're 35 and you're out of shape and you don't have kids, don't have kids. Because it's not fair to them. My kids deserve a 25-year-old father with a kid on his shoulders going, whoa! Whoa, I'm going to get you! I'm going to get you! I'm so not that guy. I'm not even the cool salt and pepper dude throwing the football through the tire on the Viagra commercial. I'm not even that guy. Because I didn't take care of myself. Young people are arrogant. They're like, fuck it, man. Woo! Who gives a shit? Who wants to live forever anyway? Woo! And they think they're gonna die. That's how dumb they are. Get fucked up, and they think they're just gonna explode like just a nebula of excess, just a beautiful, they're gonna turn 50 and then just, oh my God, he did just what he wanted the whole time! But you don't die, you idiot. You just have a long, shitty second half. You get to like 38 and you're like, ugh, I'm uncomfortable a lot of the time. Sorry, I don't know what that is. I sweat with no activity involved. I mean, when I walk in the city in the summer, I have to touch a building when I'm walking, like. And I got 40 more years of this shit. I'm not dying. Most of the abuse I've done to my body has been the way that I eat. I've only learned recently that food is supposed to be fuel that enables you to do things. Food, you're supposed to eat like a little piece of salmon and a berry and go, whoa, shit, look at this. Wow. Food is not supposed to be a disgusting, debilitating vice. You're not supposed to have to cancel shit because of what you ate. Just clear the day so you can take the hit from what you put in. That's all Americans. We're uncomfortably full all the time. That's why we need the air conditioning on. We need it to be 70 degrees always, because we'll have a heart attack from all the grease. Do you know that it costs 10 times the fuel to air condition our homes than it does to heat them? Did you know that? 10 times the fuel, just for comfort. How shocking is that? Especially because it's not true. I made it up, but it's fun to... Fuck it, it's true. Who cares? Just go home and Google it. I'll get home before you and put it in the internet and it'll come up. But, we eat too much as a nation. You ever go into like a real American restaurant like Applebee's and everybody's just in pain at their tables, just... You have to lift your lungs up over the fat to make room to... I shouldn't have those. Do you want dessert? Yes, bring it, stupid. I'm fine. I'm just... trying to... You're supposed to eat with purpose. You eat a little piece of lettuce, and the guy in your belly's like, oh, awesome, I can make some skin cells and some blood cells and some energy. The guy in my belly hates me. Hates me. He gets my third donut. He's like, what the fuck do you imagine I'm doing with that? There's no part of you I can make out of donuts. It's just a storage issue. You're creating work for everybody. And 4. He's having 4 fucking donuts. It's 10 o'clock. The other guy's like, what do you want to do with it? Just shit it out. Seriously, you know what? Shit it out whole. Let him find a donut in the toilet. Let's see how that educates this fat piece of shit. I'm tired of this. Shit it out whole. He chewed it. Reassemble it and shit it out. I'm serious. Get everybody on it. Bring the guys up from the feet and put that thing together and shit it out. And shit it out the hard way, too, not like a coin out of a slot. Make him blow it out of his asshole like a smoke ring of dough. Just I just shit a coconut donut. It's perfect. But it's not fair to my kids. That's why I have such a terrible... I'm not, you know... You have to have energy to have children. When I take my kids to the park, I just let them run like a dog run, like I got leashes. Just go. Daddy, chase us. I'm not chasing you. Just grow up sad. Sorry, it's how it works. If somebody grabs you, I'll chase them. That's the only way. I have to be motivated by something other than your joy. That's not enough. I have certain physical limitations and dietary limitations that make me a bad father. Like, I am always in a 48-hour window of diarrhea, that I had it or I'm gonna have it within 48 hours. I'm always between 2 diarrheas that are moving along the timeline of my life. And depending on where in that window I am, there's a tight radius of how far I can venture from my home. Otherwise, I'm having diarrhea in a public restroom with my children standing there watching me because I can't leave them out there alone. Daddy, you want to go to the aquarium, honey? This is what happens, okay? It's not fair to them. It really isn't. And when you're not in good shape, you're less patient of a person. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Nice to be here. I feel pretty good today. You know why I feel good? Because I have the body that I want. And that's a thing people really covet. It's a hard thing to achieve, and I did. And I'm going to tell you how to have exactly the body that you want. You just have to want a shitty body. That's all it is. You have to want your own shitty, ugly, disgusting body. I don't, though, like being uncomfortable and unhealthy. And I'm both of those things all the time. I get really sweaty all the time. And that's also bad for sex because I just rain sweat all over people. Like I'm like, ugh. And that's what I'm like when I have sex, like, ugh. And I always see her, and she's like, just sweat is pouring off my head. And she's like, dude, you're limiting my enjoyment by a lot. My days start poorly because of the shape I'm in. Because now also I'm 42, so I'm really on the decline. There's never gonna be another year of my life that was better than the year before. That's never gonna happen again. I've seen my best years. And when I wake up in the morning, I just sit there and I'm like, oh. Like it's an awful way to start your day. Every day starts with me like my eyes open and I reload the program of misery. I just open my eyes, remember who I am, what I'm like, and I go, oh. I guess, do it. I don't know. I guess. Oh my God. Somebody called me an Indian giver recently. I don't know if you've heard that expression. since you were kids, but I remember we used to call each other. Indian giver is one of the most offensive things you could ever, because what it's meant to be is that someone gave you something and then they changed their minds. That makes you an Indian giver. And we equate this to the Indians because our feeling is that they gave us America and then they didn't take it back certainly, but they changed their minds about giving it to us. And it's so offensive when you consider the truth, which is that we got here and the Indians were like, hi, and we were like, hey, can we have everything? And they were like, well, we don't know what have means, but enjoy all the things that you need, like we do. So we start killing all of them. And they were like, oh, dude, could you not do that part where you kill all of us? Because that's kind of a drag for us. And we're like, you guys are Indian givers. Oh, my God. We're going to name that after you. You guys are dicks. Anyway, thanks a lot, folks. Good night.
Did no one tell you that tits are meant to be on women, not men? What is that?
Come on, man. This is a nightmare.
Oh, dear. Okay. Take a deep breath and hold it. So how do you feel, really? Apart from the tumour I can hear in your lungs.
I don't know. When guys come, they like to talk about it. We like to tell you. I remember one time I was with this woman, and we were having sex for the first time. It was our first time together. It was also our last time, but I didn't know at the time that it was going to be our last time. You don't know it's going to be your last time till some time goes by, and you're like, yeah, I guess that was it. It's rare that you know while you're doing it. And she's like, I'm not doing this again. Like, while you're fucking. Just so you know, this is definitely the last time. I completely regret this fuck right now. That's a bad kind of a fuck. The kind that turns into a rape halfway through. Anyway, I was with this woman. We're having sex, and I was gonna come, and I felt like talking about it. But it was our first time together, so I was a little hesitant. You know, when you're with somebody a bunch of times and you're in love, then you just go, ah, baby, I gotta fucking come! Ah, shit! Oh, I gotta fucking, Just let it out. But I didn't really know her, so I was like, I'm probably gonna, it's probably gonna come. I just feel like it's coming. It's most likely. She's like, what? No, I just think I probably coming, gonna. Okay, I get it. Go ahead. Because I'm back there. That's why she's got to. I'm back there. I'm always back there. So they don't see me crying. I get a little paranoid having sex with a woman from behind because you don't know what's really going on. Can't see her face. I don't know how she completely feels. The whole time she might be like, here's a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because there was a black guy walking behind him. And he was nervous. He was new to the city, this chicken. And he was like, I feel like he's following me, but I'm not sure. So then he thought, maybe if I cross the road, then if he crossed the road, he's definitely following me. So he crossed the road, and the black guy went home. He's living his life. And the chicken was like, I'm such a racist. And he felt bad. About a month later, a black guy ate the chicken. Different black guy. I'm just telling you what happened. By the way, don't be upset, because this is not a racist joke. This joke is not racist. The chicken was racist. The chicken was definitely racist. But that's chickens. Chickens are very closed down and suspicious and prejudiced. You gotta can't blame them considering that their species murder rate is 100%. That's why chickens are like...
There's always excuses for racism, you know? Like, I met this guy from the South, and he was really racist, and I asked his friend, why is he like that? And his friend goes, oh, well, he was born on a farm. What kind of farm was that, you know? Maybe the animals were racist, you know? Just walking around, the animals are like, Jews! Jews! Black! Black! Jews!
Jews. So I have mild racism. It's benign. It's not aggressive. It's not even negative racism. It's mild racism. I'll give you an example. Okay, like if I go to a pizza place I've never been to before, and it's run by 4 black women, I'll go like, See, it's very mild. It's extremely mild racism. I'll notice that. Yeah. You don't usually see that, 4 black women running a pizza place. Unless it's called 4 Black Girls Pizza or something like that. Like, that's the whole point of the place.
Wow, and here's some interesting news about the Jew thing.
Hey,
I do know where the term kike came from, by the way.
Ah, derogatory term for Jewish people? Where'd that come from?
I do know where that came from.
Where?
It is when people used to come over on the, in the ships on Ellis Island, a lot of people couldn't write English. So they used to make their mark, and the Jew's mark was a circle. And the circle is called kikel. So that's what they were just shortening it to kike. The guys coming in and say, here's another kike once they've seen the circle.
You know where nigger came from originally? There was some black guy being a nigger. So they called him a nigger.
Jesus.
He was being a real nigger, and somebody said, what a nigger. And that's where it started.
It just was a feeling.
Yeah.
Here's another example of mild racism. If I say I'm in a hospital and the doctor comes in to treat me and the doctor's from China or India, I'll think, well, good. Good, more of that. Why not? It's very mild racism. Here's another example. If I'm in a gas station late at night and a young man comes in wearing a hooded sweatshirt, if he's white, I'll think, oh, he's an athlete. If he's black, unless he has a big smile on his face, then I become mildly racist, and this is what I think. I think, that's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. No, of course I'm fine. Why did I even think that for a second?
But people are too afraid of Harlem, you know? Like, everybody, when you move to New York, they say, oh, you can't go to Harlem, because as soon as you get there, they kill you. Like, it's just the way. As soon as you arrive, they stab you in the face. You just get murdered, which is stupid. I've been to Harlem, and people there, they have a lot of stuff to do. You know, they're busy. They're not just standing around waiting for lost white people to kill all day. Like, they're just right outside the subway entrance going, come on!
I just want to say I'm not trying to say that if you're white, you can't complain.
Right.
I'm just saying that if you're black, you get to complain more.
Right.
Because you can't... There you go.
Don't tell the band that. Yeah.
Because you can't, that's right. You can't take people's, like, historical context away from them. And everybody wants us to. Like, white people are always like, come on, it wasn't us. Like, they want black people to forget everything. Like, every year, white people add 100 years to how long ago slavery was. I've heard educated white people say slavery was 400 years ago. No, it very wasn't. It was 140 years ago. That's 2 70-year-old ladies living and dying back to back. That's how recently you could buy a guy.
That's right.
And it's not like slavery ended and then everything has been amazing. Like, it just...
Oh, I'm glad that's over.
Oh, yeah, it just ended like a clean where you don't have to wipe. Just boom. And then it's just been parades and presents ever since.
Exactly.
You gotta... You gotta remember that if you meet a black person, they have gray hair, they remember a time they weren't allowed to use a certain toilet. So give them a little, time to be cranky. And by the way, white people have our own thing stuff that we went through. Sure. That hurt us, that we have to cope with. Like when they took our slaves away. That was really hard for us. And we're still, so it's pretty even.
So it's even.
Yeah.
It's even.
Seriously, because I did a show where they don't applaud when you go on stage. It's called Mo Betta Mondays. That's the name of the show at the Improv, Mo Betta Mondays. It's an all-black audience. And I had done a show called Chocolate Sundays at the Laugh Factory, which is an all-black audience. And they invited me because they thought I was black because of my name, because I directed Pootie Tang, so people sometimes think I'm black. And so they invited me to the show. So I get there, and they go, "Oh, hi." And I look in the room and I go, "Oh, hi." And then we kind of stand there trying to decide, and I go, "Fuck it, hi." And they go, "Yeah, hi." All right. So I went on, and this is Chocolate Sundays at the Laugh Factory, and it was fucking great. I had a great time because nobody else is trying. They're all up there just acting cool, and I went up there and I tried, and everybody appreciated it. So then, because most comedians don't try. I'm not saying because they were black, but they were all black and unfunny. Every single one of them was black. There are far more unfunny white comedians than unfunny black ones. But every single comedian on that show was black and unfunny. Should have been the name of the show. Really. But I was white and hilarious. And also, privileged and lucky to be white. Because to be white is fucking awesome. It is a very... everybody who's white should just wake up and go, "I'm fucking white, this is great, how easy is this shit? I don't have to fucking explain myself ever. I look people in the eye with confidence, nobody fucks with me, the police protect me." The thing is that black people, all they can hope for the cops is that they'll leave them alone. And we actually get to hope that they'll protect us. It's fucking a chasm of difference. And I'm on the greatest side of that chasm. I am on the fucking sweet side of that chasm.
I've been thinking about my memories because I have kids now. And my kids are at an age where I remember being their age. I remember being a 6-year-old. I remember being a 9-year-old. And that's a big threshold that my kids have crossed, is that I remember being their age. Because when you're raising kids, you're not raising the kid in front of you, you're raising the grown-up that they're gonna be later. And I was a kid once. When they were babies, I didn't really relate to them because they're babies. A baby is not gonna remember shit that is happening to it. If you have a baby, keep it alive and enjoy yourself. But really, the baby it's not gonna matter. A baby is not accumulating anything. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch that you shake every day. It doesn't matter. You go up to your baby, you can go up to your baby's face every day and you fuck you baby, like right every day, wouldn't matter. Hey baby, you big you do that every day, wouldn't matter. I mean, they'll grow up with a general sadness inside, but they won't actually remember. Why? And memories are weird because memories get distorted by who you are now and who you were when you experienced them. Like I remember when I first started doing stand-up, I was living in Boston, and there was one club that was owned by a gay guy. And my memory is that guy was always trying to fuck me. That's my memory. I've carried it for 20 years. There was a gay guy tried to fuck me all the time. And recently I caught up with an old friend of mine from those days who I hadn't seen in years. And we started talking about different people, and he brought him up. And I said, that guy always used to try to fuck me. And he goes, he did? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, really? Did he like take you to his house or something and really try to physically? No, it's just that you know what I mean? He's trying to fuck me all the time. He's like, well, did he push you and, say stuff all the time and make you uncomfortable? No, it just was. And as we went through it, finally the truth that came out was the whole story really was there once was a gay man. That's it. That's really what happened. He was gay, I was 19, and now he tried to fuck me all the time. Like, I went through life with that. But I'm trying to remember, what is my first memory? Like, how far did my memories go? And I remember my first memory, I was 4 years old, and I was standing in front of my parents' house, and I was shitting in my pants. I was just shitting a massive, terribly painful shit. And I was halfway through the shit. That's my first memory, is being halfway. The first half of the shit, I don't remember it. That's still in the ether of infancy. The center of this shit was so wide that I actually came online as a result of the anal pain that I was experiencing. It actually awakened me into the stream of consciousness I'm now living. That's how my life started. That's who I am.
You know what's weird is that there was a guy in my hometown, he might still be there, and we called him Florida Steve.
Why did you call him?
That was his, he was a guy, a little kind of oldish man that walked around town, just walked around, and kids would go up to him, and he'd go, how you doing? He'd just walk up to you, hey, hot day, huh? It's hot. It was a routine. It was like Abbott and Costello.
Was he retarded in any way?
Yeah,
or?
I think he was sort of retarded. Yeah. Hot day, right? Hot day. And you go, yeah, it's hot. And he goes, hotter in Florida, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty hot in Florida. He would guide you to what's it like? What's it like down in Florida? It's nice. Girls down there? What are the girls like down there?
Oh, shit.
Well, they got nice girls in Florida. They got big tits. You go, yeah, they got big tits, Steve. And then he'd put his hand in his pocket and he'd just start jacking off right in front of you. Big bottoms, big... And it was just a routine. It was like Abbott and Costello. And then at one point you'd go, hey, what are you doing down there in your pants? And you'd go, get out of here. I'll cut you to ribbons. You won't say that when the bullets fly. And he'd start threatening you, and then you'd walk away.
I think every town's got one of them. This guy called Crazy John. Yeah. And he used to be behind John's bargain store. I don't know if his name was John, but we just called him Crazy John.
Because he was behind John's
bargain store. And he had a shopping cart with a big...
It's like naming a stray dog.
Yeah. It's just we'll name him after the bargain store. Jesus. I know. And he would collect plastic bags. Mm-hmm. And he'd come up to you and just go, plastic bag? Plastic bag? Plastic bag? And you're like, I haven't seen any plastic bags, John. Okay. And then he'd go up to the dumpster. And he had one of those giant... You know those... big plastic sunflowers people put in their lawns that spin around in the wind. Sure. He had that on his shopping cart, and he'd push it around looking for plastic bags. Crazy John.
Remember Eddie at WNEW?
Oh yeah, another.
Eddie worked at NEW when we were over there, and his whole job was to empty the garbage from offices.
Yeah,
and he loved tits.
Yeah.
Where he would uncomfortably stare at tits.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he had no switch where it's like, you shouldn't do that.
You take a glimpse.
Because he'd be going, I like that girl. She was pretty cute. It's like, I like that. And meanwhile, he's just looking at her tits. And the fucking girl's all creeped out.
I brought him to somehow the guys talked me into taking him out for lunch. So I took him to the Brooklyn Diner, and the waitress happened to have a nice tits.
Oh, no.
It was so awkward.
Jesus.
We could barely eat lunch because Eddie just had to stare at tits the entire time.
Horniness plus retardation is a
bad combination. Bad. There's no switch. They just like...
Yeah. What do you got in it? Brooke Hogan?
Kids did nothing to you. Of course slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything.
That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
I love America. I love it here. It's not what it used to be. It's kind of me and my wife and my kids, we live in upstate New York, and it's one of these areas where we're in a suburb of Walmart, basically, It's just Walmart and Walgreens and Rent-A-Center. Do you know what Rent-A-Center is? Do you know what goes on in a Rent-A-Center? People go to Rent-A-Center to rent like a chair. Or a couch. How shitty is your shitty, very shitty life that you need to rent a lamp for $40 a month? And then you go broke and you gotta go, honey, they're gonna take the lamp today. Because we didn't pay the lamp rent. So I go to Walgreens. I just kept going. And Walgreens is depressing because it's a drugstore, but they sell whatever. I go in there, they're selling sweatpants. Right when you walk in, a big rack of sweatpants. It's a drugstore, but they're like, somebody brought them sweatpants, they said, fuck it, they'll buy them, but just put them out, it's fine. Right next to the sweatpants, vodka. Big plastic squirt top jugs of shit vodka. How depressing is that? Sweatpants and vodka. That's a whole identity right there. You could buy those two things and just go be that guy in the parking lot of the Walgreens. You know that dude in the sweatpants and no shirt just laying there? His belly's the color of the pavement. He's like a chameleon. He's been sleeping there so long. You know those bums that smell amazing? Like you kind of can't help fantasizing about really smelling them on purpose. I don't know if you do that, but when you smell a bum and you're like, what if I just really dug in there on purpose and wow, like did he change me or? And I go to Walgreens and they're selling, I'm going to the back of the pharmacy too, and the pharmacy is the most depressing place in the world. People in Walgreens are just milling around in flip-flops and hitting their kids in the toy aisle, like beating their kids in front of toys. And then they go and buy medication and they don't have insurance. They think they have insurance and they way don't. And every moment, it's like a hidden camera joke on all these people. It happens, it breaks my heart. They come up, they have a prescription. They're really happy because there's a solution to their problem in their hands. The doctor said, take that, you'll be fine. So they give it to the pharmacist and he goes, yeah, it's gonna be $40,000 for that. And the guy's like, what? But I have insurance. Now we called, they said, fuck you. No. And then the guy always gives him like chewed up gum with hair in it and says, take this is what you get. This is your... And they always ask, is this as good as the other one? Fucking no, of course not. The other shit would have cured you completely. And we got shitloads of it too. But none for you, you poor faggot. Go home and die.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Hello. Nice to be here. How are you doing? Good. Good. Nice to be here. I'm broke. Anybody else broke? You ever get so broke that the bank starts charging you money for not having enough money? That's fucking broke, man. Bank called me up. They're like, hi, we're calling because you don't have enough money. I'm like, I know. She's like, sir, you have insufficient funds. Well, that's a good way to put it, too. I agree with that. I find my funds to be grossly insufficient. Thanks for calling. Why are you mad at me? I don't understand what. How is this something I'm doing to you? She's like, sir, you only have $20. That's not enough. You can't only have $20. I'm like, look, I'm not being broke just to fuck with you. I just really don't have any money. I'm not trying to be a dick. My life is shitty. What? So they charged me. They charged me $15. That's how much it costs to only have $20. But here's the fucked up part. Now I only have $5. What did I pay the $15 for if I don't get to have the $20 that I paid to have? I paid the fucking money. Where's my $20? That's like going to the movies. You buy your ticket and they go, get the fuck out of here. Go home. But I paid for the movie. No, you paid for a ticket, motherfucker. You didn't pay for a movie. You ever have negative money? That's depressing, isn't it? You look at your bank account, negative $10. That's how much I have now. Negative 10. That means I don't even have no money now. I wish I did. I wish I didn't have anything. I wish I just had nothing, but I have less than that. I don't have none. I have not 10. I can't, if it's free, I can't fucking afford it. Somebody could come up to me, take this, it's free. Fuck, that costs nothing. I can't afford that. That's more than I have. I gotta raise $10 to be broke. That's where I'm at. That's not good. That's bad. Apparently some of you are in the same fucking position. How's your economy doing? Shit. No, I'm glad you appreciate that story. Not everybody appreciates that story. I told that story about a week ago in Orange County, California, and all these rich motherfuckers looking at me with their boat tans and their golf shirts and penny loafers. They're all looking at me like, well, yeah. Like, you were financially irresponsible, you had to pay the price. I don't frankly see what you're angry about. The bank has a right to accrue a fee, clearly. That's how different it is to be rich than it is to be poor, because when you're rich, the bank pays you for being rich. If you have a lot of money, they give you money because you have a lot of money. They say, you have so much money that we should give you some. Because you have a lot, you should have more. Here, take more money. Take this guy's 15, fuck him, you should have it. It makes perfect sense. He doesn't have enough, you have a lot. Fine, take it all, you motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. You ever get so broke it just becomes funny to you after a while? You go, Jesus Christ! I have no fucking money! Jesus! People call you, hi, we're gonna turn off the... Yeah, fuck it! Turn it off, man! Turn it off! I don't give a shit! When can you make a payment? I ain't paying anything! What am I gonna fucking pay you with? I fucking sold the phone. I don't need it now. Damn it, man. This shit's brutal. I live in New York, too, and, man, you can't get along with no money in New York. You gotta live in these tiny places. I have this apartment, right? And we have this... Okay, here's the toilet, right? I'm on the toilet. This is how small the apartment is. The tub is right here, like right next to the toilet. Then there's a wall, like right fucking here, like right... There's no... You get squeezed in, and here's the worst part. I have to put a foot in the tub to use this toilet, because otherwise otherwise I gotta go like this. Who shits like this with their knees together? I'm pooping. No, you gotta fucking dig in. You gotta get into it. And in order to achieve this position, I have to put a foot in the tub. Now try putting a foot in the tub when your pants are at your ankles. You can't. They both want to go, right? So I have to take off the whole pant leg, which means I have to take a shoe off every time I take a shit. Every time. And sometimes that's okay, but a lot of times it fucking isn't okay. Sometimes I didn't plan effectively, and I'm 10 blocks from my house, and I've got to shit. You know when you can't run because you'll bounce it out, so you got to kind of glide, and you're going, come on! God damn it! And you stop occasionally. Fuck. Come on, man. God. Okay, I'm gonna make it. And I always get to this point where, like, I'm gonna make it. I'm fucking fine. I'm fine. Mind over matter. I'm gonna make it. And then I see my house. I just see it. And my eyes tell the rest of me, fuck it, man. Let go. We're here. There's no need to hold on anymore. We've made it. Because my eyes are fucking retarded, and they don't know the difference between the outside and the inside of my house. So now I got like Olympic seconds to fucking get in my house and open the door to the bathroom, and I gotta take a fucking shoe off? Are you... I have shit my pants 13 times. I couldn't keep a straight face with that. All right. Oh, shut up. You better leave now. It doesn't get any better. Anyway. No, fine, sorry, blah, blah. So anyway, no money. I guess I'm white trash officially, and white trash is a very funny expression to me because it's the only racial expression you can use, and no one gets offended. Nobody gives a shit. When you say white trash, nobody gets all quiet like, hey man, why are you talking like that? That's not cool. Nobody defends white trash. You can be talking to the most liberal hippie in the world. You go, hey, I saw this guy, he was white trash. He'll go, ha ha, fuck that guy. White trash piece of shit. Let's laugh at him because he's poor and he's starving to death. Fucking loser. He lives in a trailer because he can't afford a house. Let's go shit right in his face right now. That's why they're funny to us, because they're fucking poor. He wears stupid clothes because they're fucking free so he can eat. Ha fucking ha! Man, it's depressing in this country. You ever drive through whole towns where everybody's life is shit in the whole town? Everybody's just standing in front of their house like... I don't know, man. This is a weird election, too. People got weird, man. I was driving through this town in upstate New York. This guy's standing there with a sign that says, honk if you love America. Now, I love America, but I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing, man? This is your day? You're gonna stand at this red light with this fucking sign? What is wrong with you? And he's looking at me because he's angry that I haven't honked yet. And now he's trying to intimidate me. He's like, fucking honk, motherfucker! Honk! And then I decide, you know what, I'm not honking. And you know why? Because fuck this guy, that's why. He doesn't get to decide this rule for the whole fucking intersection. Just because he's got a magic marker and no job, now I have to honk? Or otherwise I'm a fucking commie? Fuck him. What if I go up to him with a t-shirt that says, lick my balls if you love Jesus? Come on, man, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. What are you, a Jew? Let go!
I was in upstate New York in a small town, and I was standing in front of a drugstore.
And in the window of the drugstore, they had a wheelchair on display in the window. Is that really an impulse purchase? I should get a wheelchair. That would really help with my paralysis. Then I wouldn't have to drag myself everywhere I go, like I've been doing for 10 years since my legs were blown off at the marathon. Okay. Bunch of fucking hypocrites, apparently. Because, let me point some out to you. Let me point some out to you, motherfuckers. You were just, like, seconds ago, laughing at a man with no legs crawling on the ground. You're just... And then at the end, you're like, oh, but not those particular legless people. No. We thought you meant just some asshole with a childhood disease who deserves to be laughed at. Not one of those. Now we're laughing at all legless people equally. However you lost your legs. Ha ha ha. You haven't legs. And we've legs. I have legs. I have 2 legs. 2 fucking legs. That's the maximum amount. I fucking love having 2 legs. I fucking love it. I wouldn't like having no legs. I really don't think I would like it. I think it would suck. I think it would suck shit out of the balls of Christ. It's an old Southern expression. It's not used like it used to be. I think 2 legs is better than none. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. It's not popular. You're not supposed to say that because you're supposed to always be very positive about disabled people. But I think that puts pressure on them to be positive. What if they don't want to be? Because the only story we want to hear is about the amazing disabled people. He's amazing. He lost his legs and then he won the leg-having contest. What about disabled people who aren't amazing? Who are just ordinary with a sweatshirt and some potato chips, and he's going, fuck, I wish I had legs. No, this is better. This is better with no legs. Why is it better? Because you can do anything now. I can do 4 things. Fuck off. I just don't know that our positive, non-disabled attitude really helps. Like retarded people. We're going to talk about retarded people for 20 minutes. That's what's going to happen. We're going to discuss retarded people for 20 minutes. It's not okay to never speak of them. No, we're going to talk about them. First of all, I want to talk about the word retarded, okay? Because the word retarded, it's a bad word. Now, people do not like the word retarded. They find it very offensive. Now, I'm a little confused by this because it wasn't always a bad word. And I grew up in the 70s and it wasn't bad back then. And most bad words were always bad. You know, cunt never had a day in the sun. There was never a time where the Santa Claus at the mall was like, come here, you little cunt, tell me what you want for Christmas. And then in the 90s, we're like, let's lay off a cunt a little bit there, gang. No, we used the word retarded in the 70s. We used it to identify people who were retarded. It wasn't controversial. It wasn't like he's retarded. It was like he is retarded. This fellow right here is retarded, right? I told you, yes, you're still retarded. He is retarded, everyone. And I grew up in Boston. We didn't say retarded in Boston. We said retarded. He's retarded. God bless him, he's fucking retarded. That's the way we used it. With love. Help the retarded. That's what people said in the 70s.
help the retarded. There was a lady outside the supermarket near my house every Christmas with a bell. She was like, help the retarded. Help the fucking retarded. You gonna tell me she was a bad person? She was helping the retarded. And I feel like we had more of them around back then. I haven't seen one in years. In the 70s, there was a retarded guy in a windbreaker on every street corner. We were using the word and they were more in our lives. I swear to God, they were more. They were in our culture. There was TV movies about retarded people all the time. Tonight on ABC, a retarded boy's dream. There was one, I remember with Sean Cassidy. I don't know if you remember Sean Cassidy. Some of you too young. With Sean Cassidy, he began his career as a teen pop idol. He was a 13-year-old boy with a very hit song called Da Do Run Run. And he had feathered blonde hair and juicy lips. And he's on the cover of Teen Beat magazine, like. And everybody liked Sean Cassidy because he was sexy. He's a sexy boy. I thought he was sexy. I did. I thought he was really sexy. I was 6 years old. But I already had inappropriate sex feelings for teenage boys when I was 6. I was an old soul. I was a pedophile when I was 6. I used to go up to teenage boys when I was 6, like, hey, how's it going? That kid's weird. He's got a boner. Anyway. Not anymore. I outgrew it, but no. I'm not sexually attracted to teenage boys. I'm not. But I don't not get it. I mean, I get it. I'm not like, what? Like, you can see it. Like, I was at an airport once, and I'm walking along where people walk in the airport, and there's these chairs facing the aisle, and there was this family sitting there, a mom and a dad and 2 teenage boys, and they're like just both sitting with their phones with their legs. They weren't like these shorts. One had cut-off shorts, and one had basketball shorts. And they both just had their legs open because they don't give a fuck. Both legs just splayed, and then just smooth, you know, just very. And I saw it. It didn't do anything to me. But I kind of wanted to stop and go, hey, fellas, let's close that shit up, huh? You're not getting me, but I know you're causing a problem for somebody in this airport. Let's close it up. I did not say that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, let's return to the comfortable subject of retarded people, shall we? So Sean Cassidy. Sean Cassidy was a teen singer who then grew up. He was about 18. Now he was, old and gross. Nobody wanted to fuck him. So he started to act. And he had a movie on TV called Normal People, where he played a retarded man who wants to live a normal life. It was very inspiring, actually. And at one point, he didn't do like a big retarded character. He wore thick glasses, he talked like Elmer Fudd, that was the whole thing. So he goes up to the guy who runs the group home he lives in, and he says, I want to get a job. And the guys who runs it is like, Republican conservative. So he's like, you can't get a job, you're retarded, And, but then there's a liberal lady who works there, and she says, of course he can get a job. He's as good as anyone. So they let him get a job as an air traffic controller, or whatever was available. And then he meets a woman who's also retarded who lives at the group home. He falls in love with her. It's a very nice love story. And he says, we want to get married. And the guy says, she says, but they're in love. So they get married. And then one day he says, we want to have a baby. And the liberal lady says, no fucking way. And they just shut them down right there. And that's the end of the movie. I swear to God, that's just how it ends.
And the point of the movie is just, you know, hey, there's a limit. Like, that's, I guess, what the point of it was. And that's pretty intense. But hey, retarded people were on television. We were talking about it. We were dealing with it. And they said the word retarded about 50,000 times in the movie. Now we don't say the word, and I don't see them anywhere. I guess that's my problem with it. And also, the word is not basically a bad word. It's a medical term. But it became a bad word because it's used as an insult, really. Not towards retarded people. Nobody does that. Nobody calls retarded people retarded to insult them. What would be the point of that? That would be like going up to a chair and saying, you're a fucking chair. Like, what are you doing? No. People use it on their friends. Like, you're at a bar, your friend's like, I don't have any more money for beer. And you're like, you're fucking retarded. Do you know that? And in that moment, no one retarded is insulted. They're not. Do you know why? Because they're not there. Because we don't include them in our lives. They're not at the bar. How many of you have a retarded drinking buddy that you hang out with? No, you take them to the zoo when they're little and then fuck them. This is what I find confusing about this thing, is that we told many generations of people that they are retarded. We told them that that's what they are, and they lived with it, and they dealt with it. And then we just decided it's a bad word. So did we tell them this? Did we go back to them and explain this to them? Listen, Nelson, I have something to tell you. You're not retarded anymore. You mean I'm cured? No. No. No, we're not even working on it. And I think I'm getting worse as a person. Because as you get older, you start finding out, like, let me give you an example before I rented a car a couple weeks ago in Los Angeles, had the car for a few days, and then when I went home, I had to drop the car at the rental place. You know, you gotta go to the rental place that's off the airport, give them the car, give them your thing with the mileage, you gotta get on a bus, and then go to your terminal and check in. I was late, and I was worried about missing my flight, so I knew I had no time to do any of that. So I never did this before, I just drove my car right to the terminal, and just left it there. And I got on the plane. And once I was on the plane and I had a little moment, I called Hertz and I said, hey, listen, your car is sitting out in front of Terminal 4 and the keys are in it. So that's where it is. And the guy was like, you can't do that. You have to return it to this location and then get, and I go, well, I didn't do that already. And now I'm leaving California. So if you want your car, you need to go to that place where it is. And he was like, oh, Jesus, man. All right, we'll get it. And that was the end of it. And I realized I could do this every time. Every time I rent a car, because of course they want you to do all that shit. But if you don't, they still want the car back. They're gonna send a dude. You could drive a car till you don't want it. Just get out of it while it's moving and just walk away. Well, I don't feel like being in that car any longer. Just call Hertz. Hi, your car is drifting into the intersection of 28th and Broadway. If you're interested, it's now your problem. But see, this is a terrible realization. Because you should act in a way that if everybody acted that way, things would work out. You should, because it would be mayhem if everybody was like that. And most people kind of don't care. Most people are very selfish. Most people don't give a shit what happens as long as they get to do their favorite thing. People don't even want to back off from their favorite thing. They won't even do their second favorite thing. Like, you ever seen somebody like they're at an intersection and they want to make a left, but they're in the all the way right lane because they messed up. So now here's the guy. He's in the right lane, and there's a lot of cars, like 6th Avenue, like a lot of cars, and he wants to make that left. So what does he do? He just does it anyway. He just goes ahead and he just shoves his car through everybody's life without any
and everybody's beep honking and outraged, and you always see the guy go, I have to. There's no other possible thing I could do. What else could I do except go up one more block and then go left and take 4 seconds? That's not my favorite way, though. That only meets 99% of my criteria. But I'm selfish.
A lot of what they teach kids is just to make them polite people, you know? Like they teach them that there's words you shouldn't use. There's bad words. Don't use the bad words. I can't teach my kids that because I do this for a living. But I didn't want my kids to be, you know, assholes. So I used to tell them, like, okay, look, there's no bad words. There's no bad words. All words are good, bad, nothing. But there's some people that get upset when you use certain words. So if you're going to use those words, look at the person first and try to guess if they're that kind of person. Sometimes you can offend somebody when you weren't even trying to. Like there's certain phrases, certain statements that if you're going to say them, you should say them without stopping in the middle. Certain things, if you're going to say them, don't clear your throat in the middle. Okay? You don't want to say things like, there are too many black people suffering from discrimination. We need to stop the Jews from feeling excluded. I once fucked a baby, and then I fucked him again. So I want to get through that one. Otherwise, people get the wrong idea. They'll think you only fucked that baby once. But it's tricky, you know, if you're trying to teach your kids right from wrong, you got to choose a side often because not everybody agrees on what's right and wrong. So how do you know, Like abortion, some people think it's murder. Some people don't. I think people should get abortions, like a lot, like as many as you can. You should try to get a lot of abortions.
You ever flush a pet down the toilet? I had to flush my daughter's fish down the toilet. I came home, the fish was dead. She wasn't home from school yet, so I just flushed the fish. And that's a weird moment too, because fish live in water. So you put it in the toilet, floats to the bottom, like, yeah, he's dead. And then you flush and it looks like he goes, wait a second, oh, shit! I was taking a nap, Jesus! You gotta be in constant motion to get any respect in this house. And then my daughter comes home. Why did he die, Dad? Come on, what am I gonna say? Why did he die? Because who gives a shit? That's the reason. That's the actual reason. Is because it didn't matter that he was alive. That's why he's dead. He didn't know his name and he didn't love you back. These are the facts about that fish's life. My daughter likes fish. We took her to the aquarium. I took both my kids to the aquarium in Boston, and we were looking at this seal or sea lion. I don't know which one. I don't care. I don't think they need to be separate things. I really don't. They don't care, and we don't care. There's like 3 scientists who give a shit what we call all those things. The scientists are gonna go on TV tomorrow and say, okay, everybody, from now on, seals and sea lions and walruses, and you know what? Penguins are all seals now. And we would all be like, yeah, fine. Yes. Whatever, man. Anyway, so we're looking at this sea lion thing, and he's looking back at us through the plexiglass, and he's going, ugh. They're really disgusting in person. Most animals are when you really see them. You ever go to a farm, you think you're gonna see little white sheep going, bah, but they're all fat and shit colored and they're like, bah. Jesus. That thing is awful. Anyway, seals don't go, ooh, ooh, they go, ooh. daughter's like, what does he say? I don't know. I'm a slave. Kill me.
I was changing my daughter the other day, and she's too old for diapers now, but she's still in them, and it's bad because this kid does not poop. This kid craps. This is not okay anymore. I was changing her diaper the other day. It was like a 48-year-old alcoholic man's shit in her diaper. Like, she was out all night drinking Jaeger, and she went to Denny's and got a Grand Slam. Ate half of it, got in a fight in the parking lot. Passed out in a Pontiac and shit herself. And her friends drove her home with the windows open and dumped her on my lawn. And now I gotta clean it. And it's crazy. And you can't even react. You can't go like, what the fuck? That's disgusting. You'll fuck them up about their own shit. You gotta be nice. You open her diaper, it's just chaos in there. It's just bananas. It's just... every shit amazes me. I'm never used to it. Everyone, I'm like, okay, wow, what is that? You have been eating diarrhea for a week, I think. Because that's awful. But you can't. You gotta be like, you just go, oh, why? You really got something there, honey? That's really something. That's really okay. Well, all right, let me scrape that off your knees for you. Just get it down off your back. Just get all this hazmat in one place. Wipe you down. Clean your tiny vagina at the end. Who knew that was going to be my life? I had no idea that my relationship to the vagina was going to be cleaning shit out of a tiny one several times a day. They don't tell you that. When you're getting ready to be a dad, nobody pulls you aside and says, you're going to have to clean the vagina a lot because every time she takes a shit, it goes straight up her twat. They don't tell you that. Nobody tells you. And they should. It's a big part of being a dad. It's bigger than Christmas. It happens every day. And you got to get it right, front to back. It's very important. Now. Woo! We get to kill babies! Let's do some shots and kill some babies. I killed like 4 babies last night. It was fucking retarded. I just think it has to be one or the other. You know, like when people say abortion should be legal, safe, and rare. Why rare if it should be legal? If it should be legal, it's shitting. If it should be rare, it's murdering babies! But again, women should be allowed. Because 2 reasons I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Number 1, I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited.
I'm so sick of being broke. I'm broke. I'm just always keep digging this hole. And most people are broke too. That's the thing. This country's just everybody's broke. That's why I don't like George Bush, but I didn't like Kerry either, because they're fucking both rich and they don't get it. They don't know what it's like to be poor. Like poor people know what it's like to be rich. They know exactly what it's like because they fantasize about it constantly. Every poor person has their whole rich life all planned out. Every detail. I'm gonna have a house made of chocolate, and people are gonna blow me as I walk in each room. They're gonna be waiting. I'm gonna wipe my ass with live rabbits and throw them out the window. Got it all worked out. But rich people don't fantasize about being poor. Why the fuck would they do that? I don't have to take the bus everywhere. Yeah!